Happy 15th anniversary, POP MART! Hi! Come on in.
Hi, I'm Rebekah. I'm 24 and from Edinburgh. I'm a civil servant, and this is my sister Hannah.
And I'm 20, oh my god.
28.
I still forget. 28 years old, and I work in marketing in Edinburgh.
This is my room. It's my personal collection. My favourite is the little fox one. So I think it was me who first heard about it, and I'm gonna kind of gauge it, but I think it must have been at least 2 years ago. I ended up on the TikTok For You page for unboxings, and just slowly just doom scrolled my way into eventually buying one.
Yeah, and then you introduced me to it.
Yeah.
So I very much was the tag along to
you
your addiction.
Yeah, you rode off of it.
Yeah, it was like when you started doing unboxings, that's when I'd be like, oh, I like this one.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, actually,
I want
maybe
some.
I want some too.
I've definitely gotten straight into it. I know it was definitely a Hirono figure that I got, which was my first one. I'll just get one and see how it goes, and now it's everywhere.
Yeah, and then it's so easy as well, because we buy them for your birthdays, which is so much easier, especially like with two brothers who never really know what to buy you. It's just like, just get me something from POP MART.
Yeah, it's fine.
So this one's quite nice. So Beck added this to my wee collection here. So we actually opened this together on her birthday, and she let me open it for her, and it was the one that she wanted, which was quite nice. But yeah, I think for me it's more so like I get really stressed, like chronically stressed, marking girly. So I have them on my desk at work, and they just bring like a little bit of joy and a little bit of colour into like what's normally like quite, especially in Scotland, like a grey day. It's quite nice to see them.
I have them scattered around in my room and in here. It's very much kind of like, I get to wake up and I see these adorable little figures, and I'm just kind of like, today's gonna be a great day. And then obviously like we'll come in here, and it's a nice kind of way to decorate the flat and make it just a little bit more quirky, especially renting.
Yeah, I think like it puts like a little bit more like colour in the space, but then like when people come around, they're always like, ooh, what's this one? What's that one?
Yeah.
Like, there's always like a story behind them as well, like from like when we've like picked them.
When we picked them.
Or like why we've picked them as well. I think because we have like, obviously you prefer the Hironos, I'm kind of more Space Molly and Labubu. Like, I think people can tell whose is whose in the flat. Yeah. And I think as well, like it was more like at one point they were all in your room, and I was like, no, we can slowly bring them into the rest of the flat, because I'm definitely the decorator of the flat. I was like, okay, actually I'm hooked. You can bring them out now. We can showcase them. It's like a museum of POP MART in the flat.
So this is kind of our joint collection, because when Hannah first allowed me to start bringing toys out, we started on our bookcase because we thought it would look the nicest. So I actually chose one of my first ones I'd ever gotten, this little Hirono in the box. I think it's just so adorable that they tried to add more elements to the toys. But he was the first one that I ever pulled, and the first one that I'd ever introduced to Hannah as well. So I thought he kind of had to go onto the collection. And he fits quite nicely in this little gap as well. And then we have a few from other little areas as well.
Yeah, and then this one we got is our kind of most recent one, which we got in Manchester last month. So it fits really nicely on the shelf. Kind of has a spotlight to itself in the corner.
Honestly, I think it kind of like came when everyone, like I feel like when you come into your mid-20s, where everyone kind of goes like, oh, you want to heal your inner child, and I feel like that's where it came from me, because I was very big into collecting stuffed animals when I was a kid. So I had
you've been collecting
20. So I've always been kind of collecting, but when I grew out of my stuffed teddies, I then kind of obviously went onto TikTok and then found all the POP MART figures, and that's where it kind of came back. And I feel like they're a bit more manageable, they're a bit smaller, a bit easier to move about with, especially growing older.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's where mine came from.
Don't take up your bed.
But yeah.
I think for me it was more so like us unboxing together is quite a nice experience. We have like our own little ritual. Special, the special dust on. Cool. Do you want to go first? I think it's like brought us together. I mean, we're already like twins.
Yeah.
Even though they're like so far apart in age. But I think it's like another element for us to do together, which is quite nice. It's like very much is like your obsession, which you're slowly pulling me into.
Yeah.
Don't like Oh, that's a cute one. That is a cute one.